I just started printing after the 30-minute soak. Sorry about the background. I've done some subtle changes to try and thicken up the line width when it gets laid down, because in the print I'm not going to show you, there seem to be gaps between the lines. So here's the settings, and the heat socket takes place at the bed requested temperature. All the heat soak does is in the start G code. Once the temperature reaches, in this case 65, there's a delay for 30 minutes. Now that has to be put into microseconds, and that's all it does really. I do display a bit of text to say warning heat soak happening sort of thing, just in case I look around and I think nothing's happening over the 30 minutes, because there's not a lot to see. I'll come back in a while. I've changed the pattern on the bottom there and there. We'll have to see if there's much of a gap between the lines. Okay, so you can see the bottom layer pattern starting there. It's almost like a star shape radiating outwards from the center. The gaps will be filled in as it progresses. What I have to check is what are the lines like between each laid line on here. So you might see the almost star shape here. I want to have a closer look at this. I think it is a bit better than the previous one, which I won't show you a did of this. It was a definite, well, almost a layer, then a tiny gap, then another line of filament, no layers, like lines of filament. But these are closer together here. It's very hard to capture this on camera because the white is so glary. I think it is off-white, this. There's a spoon, PETG. Heat soak the bed for 30 minutes at 65 degrees. As I said, that is the only way I can print anything like of a larger size on this bed, in PETG at least. You can see the speed now. Okay, doing some infilling mainly. If you compare this with my earlier videos, see this is moving quite a lot faster. Still printing on the damaged build plate. I haven't dared put on a new build plate, which I have been given off SOVOL free, because I sent them pictures of the damage, and have admitted, look down in the description, that the bed warps like a Big Dipper. Well, they don't say Big Dipper, but it might as well be, because it doesn't take a lot to go from being what, 0.2 layer height maybe on your first layer, and the bed moves up 0.1 or something, because it warps as it heats. So SOVOL advise on a bigger print like this to use heat soak, and the heat soak is to just before the print starts, to hold the bed on the temperature, which in this case is 65, before starting the print. That allows the bed temperature to even out and to be a bit flatter. Okay, if you look in the link in the description, SOVOL mentioned this. It's a simple one-liner code in your start G code. If you're doing a big print, well, you can save it as that in Orcaslicer, I believe. One for big prints, one for smaller prints. And all that line of code does, as soon as the bed temperature and the nozzle temperature have been reached, do a pause for 30 minutes. And that holds the bed temperature for 30 minutes, which is known as a heat soak, because you're soaking the bed with heat. And since doing that, I've had a lot more success. A few, niggly things in the way, but at least the parts staying flat on the bed. And the other main change I've done is gone from 85, I think SOVOL, if you select PETG, it wants to do an 85 degrees on the build plate on the bed. But I turn it down to 65, as you see there. I'm printing now at 65, and there's no warping, not yet anyway, and I've had no real warping since doing that. When I tried it at 85, this front edge and the back edge were almost curling up a bit. The part was extremely soft. PETG, it was almost like paper, and I could slide a sheet of paper under it. It was that bad. But since doing the heat soak, and turning the bed down to 65 to 35 on the nozzle. In this case 30%, that varies on the part fan, 60% on this exhaust fan at the back there. That's all set under Orcaslicer, okay? Now, I did have some early successes in PETG on smaller parts, but once you get over a bigger area, if the bed's warping even a slight bit, distorting as SOVOL call it, then you're going to have problems. But a heat soak 30 minutes at your bed temperature 65 for me, for this PETG, that seems to solve any issues there. Now the main issue, I would say, it means you're having to wait 30 minutes longer before the print even starts, okay? Because the bed needs that 30 minutes to sort of stabilize. I'll put some information, as I said, down below. They do talk about some injection molding under an aluminium sheet under the bed, I believe. And some reason that's causing distortion. That's my understanding. Maybe it's not heated evenly. Maybe SOVOL are going to release a new, completely new bed, or instead of injection molded parts, maybe some other material that won't cause a warping. I think they're possibly, don't quote me, because you've got two different types of material, aluminium sheet I believe, and some injection molding, and they're fastened together. It's like a bimetal strip. Once it gets heated, you've got like expansion more on one part than the other, so it's bending or bowing or denting. Okay, heat soak is, I would call it a workaround, really. Try and show you if I can from the edge. Sorry about the focus here. Yeah. No caring. And as I say now, it's quite a bit faster. I might even up the speed more. At the moment, most of the speeds on the earlier print, I think it was 20. Here it's 200. So that's basically about 10 times faster than earlier. Let's have a look at this. So we get the times with this focus. So 1.5 hours of pin, 4 hours left, and nearly enough. So that's going to be is it 6 hours for well, 5.5 hours, I think. So I can't think of the maths because I'm concentrating on the camera, etc, etc. Right, I'll come back probably when this is finished. I'll show you from above first. Put the light on. I need to get the glass cleaned. Sorry about the light there. Glaring light. Okay. I'll probably come back when this is finished actually. Sorry about all the smudge marks on this glass here. I don't really want to open the enclosure because it lets some of the warmth out. So going well and going pretty fast. I think I could push the speed even faster. PETG. Most of the settings are set to 200 odd. See this? Just noticed there that it's almost like some sort of, I don't know what to call it, this parts seems totally random. This nozzle is above that level at the moment because it's doing that back edge. Let's turn this light off. Well, there we are, finished this. That's pretty tight on the bed. The bed is at 55 at this moment in time. So let's see how easy it is to take off the bed when it cools down. Yeah, like some what I'm gonna call artifacts, unusual shapes that seem to be random shapes on here and on here. I'll show you a bit better when I get it off the bed. Right, the bed's at 33. Let's see if normally I wait until it's 32. Yeah. You see, getting right to that sort of almost star pattern there. See these artifacts here. Apart from that, it's pretty good print again. Let's see if I can get this. Ah, there we are. See, some odd shape. And some a little bit on here as well. Now my other pins, same model, but my print is slower, don't have that. Here's one I did earlier, as they say, which is the bottom. Here's the bottom. And hold this pin much the same way. And that surface there is smooth. Looking at this, it's supposed to have that same pattern as the bottom. So there's the bottom. There's some damage on the build plate, so can't expect it to be absolutely perfect. Like this, you can see those artifacts. PETG. I might print the next one a bit slower back to this was at 200. I think this one was about 100. Let's get them one piece, which I like. There's a tune I asked for at 32 degrees to let me know that the bed can come out, the part can come off the bed. I think that exhaust fan has just come on there. That's a noise. control. Yeah, it's on at 80%. Turn it down. Yeah, that was the exhaust fan. Well, it's just finished the same model basically, but I've tried changing the surface pattern. I don't know if this is classed as a surface because it's like an L shaped and this is higher. Or does it class just this edge as a surface? But hopefully you can see these artifacts. So I'm going to knock down the, well, I don't have this exact same model to print again, but I do have some other biggish models. I'm going to knock down the speed from about the 200 it's on now. See there, you see these artifacts. It seems like random shapes. Some on this part as well. If I hold it like this, get the right angle on it. I mean, it's a good print. I do like this pattern on the bottom there. That's not off the bed, that's in Orcaslicer, okay. Good print. Right, I'm going to knock down the speed. I think I'll try 150 basically. This was at 200.